that gold medal game certainly didn't disappoint, and this isn't a video that I really wanted to make considering the outcome, but considering I've made 6 videos so far, and they've been well received, I thought, how could I not talk about the gold medal game, considering how I've talked about pretty much everything else to this point. So let's break down Canada-USA gold medal game. Just before I do though, guys, I just want to say again, I don't know where all these dislikes are coming from. I don't know what I'm saying to offend people or tick people off to make them want to dislike the video, but please remember, I'd prefer a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. And please remember to subscribe. And I'd really appreciate the support. So, Canada, USA. You know, to this point, going back to the last preliminary round game where these two teams met, Canada's last preliminary round game, they really, from that point to the semifinals, they really didn't have a good start in any of the games leading up to the gold medal game. They'd get down early. They'd either get down early or end up losing the game. And but it got better. It slowly got better. They lost in the preliminary round of the USA. They got off to a rough start in the quarterfinals, rough start in the semis. But after that quarterfinal game, later in the game, they bounced back. They ended up winning. Semifinals, same thing. They got down early. They rebounded and controlled the game. And this gold medal game, Canada, you know, they came out, they were the aggressors, they scored 2 quick goals, and they just couldn't keep the U.S. down. Twice they had two goal leads, and the USA just, they wanted it more. I can't say anything other than that. They wanted it more because when you're down twice by a 2-goal deficit, and you come back, even if you win it in a shootout like the U.S. did, that takes a lot of poise and a lot of skill. And you know what? In the overtime, and even in the third period, I thought the USA were the aggressors. I mean, Canada had their chance in overtime. Don't get me wrong, they had power plays. They had their chances to finish, and they didn't. And if it wasn't Tyler Parsons bailing out the U.S. with some remarkable saves, it was the U.S., you know, keeping the pressure on when they needed to, keeping it a frantic pace. You know, the Canadians were tired, and it showed throughout points in that game, and they were just kind of hanging around after it was 4-4. So, you know, if you don't like me saying that, well, that's kind of the way it went. I mean, I'm not trying to diss Canada. That's just the way I see it happening. I mean, they didn't finish the U.S. off when they had the chance. I mean, it was their game to win, and they didn't. So congratulations to the U.S. You know, they deserved to win. They ran the table. They were undefeated, and rightfully so. I mean, they dodged a bullet. You know, beating the Russians, going 5-hole on Samsonov, and it was Troy Terry again going 5-hole on Carter Hart. So there's nothing wrong with that. You can't knock them for that. I thought their celebrations were a little bit embellished, but that's pretty much every team that wins the World Juniors like that. So I don't even blame the U.S. for that. I'm not blaming Canada either, but I mean, they had their chances tonight and it just didn't happen. And all in all, it was a good tournament. I mean, you go from 6th place to 2nd place if you're Canada. Not a bad showing compared to last year. There's always next year. So those are my thoughts, guys. Like I say, I really didn't want to make that video. Considering the outcome, I mean, I'm a Canadian fan. I'm not a fan of the U.S., but they were the victors tonight, so my hats go off to them. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the tournament. Let me know what you thought about it, and please remember, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.